So I'm in West Palm Beach, Florida, looking for a guy named Dan Duker, who owns a company called Vinyl Pools LLC, a family-owned business that specializes in giving old pools a new lease on life. I think I found him.
Welcome to my dirty job. Pleasure to meet you, Mike.
Dan? This is a bad pool.
It is. Been sitting a while.
What's a while?
From what I hear, it's about 17 years.
Somebody living here?
Not right now. It's being rehabilitated. We are gonna make this thing look new again. Drain it, clean it, install a new vinyl liner.
How much time is this gonna take?
About 4 hours.
Oh, man. Before we get started, I just want to grab a few quick shots for the network. I mean, what's the point of working on a TV show if you don't promote it? And there is simply no way I can ignore the obvious visual appeal of a rancid pool covered with snot green algae and filled with God knows what.
I saw motion, that's all I can say.
Probably not an alligator. Because I'm looking at this opening here, which is plenty large for anything to crawl through. You got a bathing suit?
Yeah.
Back in a flash.
Oh, God.
Let's do this. Honestly, the things I do for this network.
Jeez, that's awful. Awful, awful, awful.
If you're wondering, the water is cool, but not exactly refreshing. Chunky might be a better word. Chunky and viscous. It's enough to make a fella thirsty. People say to me, Mike Rowe, when you're out there in the world filming dirty jobs, do you ever have any time just to kick back and relax? And I tell them, yeah, I do. And just like that, another network promo is in the can, along with some obligatory eye candy for your favorite social media platform. Having done all that, let's get to work. Okay. As pools go, you've seen many. Scale of 1 to 10, how bad is this?
10's the worst, right?
Yeah.
Yep, 11. No doubt.
It's called vinyl pools. Is this a vinyl pool?
Yeah, I didn't want to be ambiguous with the name. I went straight forward, vinyl pools, that's what I do. That's what I do every single day.
I appreciate it.
And believe it or not, my father built this pool.
You're kidding.
No,
So you come from a long line of pool people.
I'm a second-generation pool man. Started working summers with him in 1996, so I was 12 years old. So I was the guy that got the tools, brought everything back and forth from the truck.
Just do what you were told.
Digging trenches, doing, you know, what I thought was everyday normal work.
This is a character-building summer job for a kid. You're in South Florida. I'm assuming there's going to be a fair amount of back-breaking manual labor. And, you know, just the constant excitement of never knowing what lurks beneath the surface.
We got to get this water out of here. That's
All right.
number one. So I got a couple small pumps going, but we got a big one over here. So what I want to do, this screen is going to get replaced anyway.
Right.
It's just a burden to us right now.
Right.
So I want you to cut this all out, and we're going to make way for our pump to come in. We're going to bring in the big pump right through here.
Okay. And this guy too?
Yes, sir. I didn't have the budget for one of those nice Hollywood chairs, but I got you a shovel. Put your name on it. Figure that's good enough.
Thanks.
We're just gonna go ahead and clean off what we can of the deck right now.
How deep is the pool?
It's only 4.5 feet, center deep.
That's not so bad.
So just take the debris here and
Got
toss
it.
it out for now.
You got it.
Don't get me.
Nope.
Just trying to get a nice snug fit so we don't have any air leaks.
So where's the water gonna go that gets sucked out?
That way. We just try to get as far away from the pool as possible.
If you're just joining us, we're waiting for these pumps to do the job of sucking out the 8,000 or 9,000 gallons that were in here. Shouldn't take too much longer, I guess.
It's moving water. We just got to clear a little pocket for it so that it's not sucking up all that debris. They just had the roof done, and roofers don't care where their trash goes.
The roofers literally threw the crap
straight in the pool.
Have you ever heard the old saying, everything rolls downhill?
Yeah, I've heard a version of it.
Yeah, guess where downhill is in Florida? The bottom of a swimming pool.
What's this?
It was an old pool cleaning hose, look. Or you could reach over and grab it instead of unraveling the whole thing, Mike.
This is better TV, Dan, trust me. We can make a meal out of this.
All right, let's clear out a space for this pump right here.
All right.
This pump is like a garbage disposal.
Yeah.
It has teeth inside of it that grind up and pulverize what's going inside of it. Don't put your fingers in there. Whatever goes in there is going out that way.
In little
regardless
pieces.
to whether you want it to or not. Yep. Man down.
Man down?
Man down.
Yeah, but he's back up. Zach, don't touch that. That's a garbage disposal. I'll turn you into little pieces of Zach.
I like Zach. He's a fine field producer and a good friend. And I would love to see him avoid the deadly garbage disposal for as long as possible.
Hi, I found some sunglasses here.
Yeah?
Look at that.
Hey, hey. All right. I'm looking at the world through covered glasses. How much more work do you need?
I can't take on anymore.
You're seriously that busy? That jammed?
As a one-man band, yeah.
Why don't you expand?
I have no desire to be a swimming pool conglomerate. I just want to live a happy life,
Yeah?
provide enough for my family, have time with my friends.
A balanced life. You found balance in a pool of death.
I found balance at 100 liner replacements a year.
What's a job like this cost?
A pool this size is about anywhere from $9 to $13 a square foot.
So it's like, what, 5 grand?
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah. So 100 pools a year,
Yep.
5 grand a pool, give or take.
Yep.
Got expenses, obviously.
Yeah, there's expenses.
How are your margins?
Try to keep it at 50-50.
It's not a bad living, man.
No.
Married, kids?
Married, got one son, 5 years old.
Yeah?
Yep. He comes on runs with me the day after. I'm gonna come back on this pool once it's full.
Yeah?
And he likes to carry the buckets and the hoses and things like that just to help out. He just wants to be involved. He just wants to see his dad. So sometimes I'll pick him up after school and we'll go do the startup the next day.
When Dan does need some extra muscle, he likes to keep it all in the family. This is his cousin-in-law, Juan Pablo.
How are you?
How you doing?
I'm good.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
How are
you.
you?
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thanks for showing up with a shovel.
He's my seasonal worker. He helps out through the busiest time of the year.
Yeah, I don't see you doing this job alone. I don't see anybody doing this alone.
I would have. It would just take 2 days instead of one. Oh, here's a big frog.
I knew there was something alive in this water.
Where'd he go? Pablo hates frogs.
No.
But the thing about a leopard frog is you can put them in a sleep.
Oh, look at that.
You put them on their back.
And to think, I nearly went my whole life without knowing how to put a frog to sleep.
He'll be back in here tonight. Hi. What's in there?
Right, frog?
I thought there was something in my boot.
That's a nail?
Yeah, through and through. You know, honestly, I never wore heavy boots. I just go in barefoot. But I did a job, and the customer had a bougainvillea bush,
Yeah.
and they just took all the trimmings and threw it right into the bottom of the pool.
Oh,
And bougainvilleas have, you know,
Thorns.
some of them have thorns an inch or two long. And I stepped down on one, and it just went right through my bottom of my foot.
see, that's the way life is, man. You can read about all the safety protocols.
Takes an accident for action. I've had helpers in the past where they want to get it all done quick, but it's too hot down here.
Yeah,
And if you overexert yourself early in the day, you can't recover.
you're out at 2.
It's a marathon, not a race.
Marathon, not a sprint. We're gonna take a break, let the camera guys eat, assuming they have an appetite. Hopefully, that sucking monster will get the rest of the water out, and this will dry up, and it'll be a little easier to shovel out, and then we'll go ahead and cut the lining out, and then we'll put a new lining in, and then we'll fill it up with cool, refreshing water, and then we'll leave.
People come from all over to vacation in West Palm Beach. Not me. I came here to rehabilitate a swimming pool that hasn't been cleaned in 17 years. So far, we've drained most of it and shoveled out a few hundred pounds of crap. Time now for more reinforcements.
What'd I miss?
I come to replace you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Have at it.
No thanks.
He's paid his dues.
Yeah?
This is my father, Dave.
This is the old man. God, your boy was bragging about you. How are you?
Nice to meet you. I'm
It's
doing
good
good.
to meet
man.
you.
Doing good.
Did you ever think the pool that you built would be in this condition?
Yeah.
Sooner or later, they all do?
Yep. This ain't the first one. It makes the world go around, doesn't it? It makes jobs for us. My philosophy when I started this business back in 1981 was build enough pools,
Yeah.
and all you do is replace liners. And you make as much money as you did building a whole stupid pool.
You maintain a supervisory posture.
That's where you get down there and start
I'm
shoveling.
gonna hop in here for the glory.
All righty.
Uh-huh.
Get everything from that side over to this side so we can shovel it the rest of the way out.
Okay.
So you're less likely to break that.
So I'm just pushing stuff from the middle
Yeah,
up.
just everything over to that side.
If you're overcome with the urge to participate,
Listen, when it's time to put the liner in, I'll come down.
because they're more tools than people, I don't want you to feel left out.
Well, where's another shovel? Oh, damn, there is another shovel. I'm coming down and
Here,
shovel.
here, here.
I'm barefooting it.
I don't think it's a good idea.
Yep. Oops, that's.
Takes a special kind, man.
But I don't trust shoes. I swear.
I'm telling you, man, there's like roofing material all over the place.
I have neuropathy, Mike. I don't feel anything.
You're perfect for this show.
Yep.
You got no feeling.
Okay.
You got a sense of smell?
Yep.
Yeah, then this is not the show for you.
Oh, this ain't as bad as sticking your arm up some cow's something.
Hey, man, that cow still calls me.
All the way out, or else we have to shovel it twice.
I know, all the way
All
up.
the way out.
This is the technique, right?
What?
You want to put a little bit of back and a little bit of leg, and you want to coordinate that effort. You also want to flick your left wrist. And you want to stop very suddenly, so the, what you call the inertia, takes the crap in the shovel, just clears the brick, and if you do it right, like a line drive, it'll go right between that support and that tree. A little something like this.
If you do it wrong, you wear it.
And is Dan your only son?
Yes, sir.
He's been in the business since when? You dragged him in when he was 12?
Sorry, I didn't know he was 12. 7 years ago, he bought the business.
He bought it from you?
Yep.
That's a brilliant business model.
I know. I'm losing my britches here. We don't want to have that, do we?
It's a family show, Dave.
Yes, I heard that you're going family now, right?
Heads up, camera guys. He's losing his britches. That's the last thing we want to see is Dave come out of
Oh.
retirement.
That's right. You don't want to see that.
Seriously, what was it like working with your kid when he was a kid?
Never complain about anything.
Really?
Dan, go do this, shovel that. Never complain.
Can you teach work ethic?
No. Is that like common sense? You can't teach common sense.
Right.
It doesn't work.
Right.
You either got it or you don't got it.
All right, well, I'm going to do more shoveling because
Get over it, yeah.
he'll yell at me. You know how it is.
Well, we'll just dock your pay.
All right.
As I lose my pay and Dave loses his pants, Juan Pablo, who harbors a very real aversion to frogs, is about to lose his mind.
Dan, what kind of frog is this?
That's another leopard frog. You want to try that trick I showed you?
Yeah, I do.
Turn him over.
Yeah.
Whoop.
Hang on.
Turn him over, and
Yeah.
you're gonna rub his belly.
Rub your belly.
Rub his
his
belly,
belly?
and he'll fall asleep.
He'll go to sleep.
Isn't that cool?
All right, back to work. Shovel, throw, repeat. We're making progress, I think.
It feels like an impossible job when you show up.
I was just going to say, man, when I walked in here, I looked at it, I thought, there's no way. There's just no way we're going to get this done in 5 hours. And I was right. It's going to take 10.
And the lining is the fastest part because it's already made. All we got to do is lay it in place. I think we're done with the shovel for now. If you want to hop up on the deck, get everything pushed back, because at this point, we're going to start getting this area around the pool clean as well. See, if you would have put a little bit more elbow grease into your throws earlier, you wouldn't have to do this.
That's right, borderline on the edge of I told you so.
All right, Mike, that looks good for my house.
Good.
Come on back down here. I got a special tool for you to clean out the rest of these roots. So right here is what's called the bead receiver. The bead receiver
Yeah.
is what accepts the liner. That's the only thing that holds this liner in place, that and the water. So that needs to be cleaned out. So the first step is we got to come in here and remove all this debris that's obstructing it so we can remove it.
And with that tool?
With this tool. This is a grout removal tool. But I use it, you know, for a different purpose.
A bead?
Bead receiver.
Receiver.
Because those roots are obstructing that, so we can't pull the liner out quite yet.
So I'm cleaning out the schmutz from the bead receiver. That's the schmutz, and this is the receiver. The bead itself is this, and it goes right into there. And if I understand everything Dan just told me, that's the only thing that's actually holding the lining in place.
Did you do this already? Sure heck don't look like it.
Just testing you.
Vinyl pool liners are extremely durable. They're also non-porous, which means it won't require as many chemicals to treat as a plain concrete pool.
We're gonna start pulling the liner out now. You can see where the linings seam together. You see the seam?
Yeah.
We're just gonna cut the seam. Start on that cut, yep. You get that yet?
Wait a minute, what are you doing? You're cutting all the way down around the steps. Oh, I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it.
And then we're gonna have a little race. You're gonna start here, and I'm gonna start here, and we're gonna see who gets to the other
We're
side.
not gonna have a race.
Yeah, we are. Yeah,
You've been doing this your whole life. I just got here.
All right, start right here.
Yeah.
Hold your knife at a 45.
Yep.
And just start walking. I'll
All
meet
right.
you on the other side.
All right. All right. Remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Coming through.
Whoa, dude.
Hey. That's about halfway.
Remember earlier? It's a marathon, not a race. Go ahead, play that footage back.
It's a marathon, not a race.
Yeah, that was him.
I think what he meant was it's a marathon, not a sprint. I don't want to correct him on camera, but since he just ran circles around me on my own show, I will correct him in the voiceover.
Lift from the bottom.
Yeah, and wiggle it. Just pop right out.
And you can literally just shake it and it pops right out.
Look at that.
That's magic, isn't it?
Otherwise, it would not come out.
Huh.
You know who taught him that?
Oh, here we
Don't
go.
tell me.
I have no
Was it
idea.
you?
Wasn't me.
So you don't want to get the last drop out of here?
Hey, shut up, rookie.
Yes, sir. What are they doing now?
We're getting ready to put the foam pad on the walls.
You're going to do that before?
We're doing that now, as soon as you get out of my way.
So just take your knife and do the best you can to clean these
Where's
roots
your
out of here.
glue and staple gun at, Dano?
It's in the big box right in front of you.
Wow, look at that. Yeah, I never had any tools like this. Automatic staple gun.
What would you know about an automatic staple gun? You don't even
Nothing.
wear shoes.
I don't. Shoes and I don't agree. If I put shoes on, I can't feel anything.
Yeah, like the sensation of a nail going through your toes.
But if you would see me in a pair of shoes, I'd act like a drunk.
To say it another way, no shirt, no shoes. No problem.
I'm just here to soak up your knowledge, Dave.
Well, I know you will never use it.
Just like the top couple inches is all we need, really.
Top couple?
Yeah. And then make sure the corners. Let's get that special tool again. And that bead receiver's got to be cleaned out.
That special tool needs a name.
It's a grout removing tool. I don't know what else. You know, the stuff isn't made for this job, so you just say, I need that thingy that goes
Yeah,
in the
but man,
thingy.
a grout removing tool is, that's bullcrap, man. That's a mouthful on a busy day. Guy like you, I go with a GRT. Dave, am I right?
Yes, sir.
Right? Pablo, you know, trying to save time, hand me the GRT. We just patented a new thing right here. Grout removing tool,
Grout removing tool.
GRT.
Well, we used to use a flathead screwdriver.
You mean a FHS?
Yeah. Flathead screwdriver, but I found this thing with the little hook end on it. Gets in there a lot better. It evolved. The trade evolved with me. Especially with the power tools.
Do you feel as though you pioneered some advancements from
Yeah.
when your dad was doing it 30
Yeah.
years ago?
Yeah, there's definitely things I've...
I mean, aside
Submersible
from...
pumps. He never used a submersible pump.
Never
Right.
had them.
Or wore boots, apparently.
What?
Yeah.
What's wrong with my hand?
There's been all sorts of breakthroughs in this line of work over the last 30 years, especially in this particular business. When Dan was just a boy, well, there were no boots and there were no automatic staple guns.
We have these
No
pumps
pumpers.
like that. It would take us 2 days at least to clean this pool out with the old pumps that we used to use.
Back in my day, we used to chew the insulation off. We'd lick it off and then walk home barefoot in the snow,
That's
which
right.
is rare down here in South Florida. And now, these years later, you can walk into CDP with your GRT.
That's right.
PDQ, get the whole thing done
And
ASAP.
You can fall in your ASS.
That's right, you fall in your ASS.
You got your knife on you?
I got my knife right here, man.
Okay, we're gonna get the bottom cut out. Go ahead and start cutting the bottom out. Try to stay along that line so we got a nice,
Oh, yeah,
nice
sorry.
edge.
It just started cracking on its own.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying about trying to hold an edge with the knife to allow it to
Or you can just
to
rip
run.
it and it's just going to tear like plastic piece of okay.
Yeah, see, Dave, in the old days, we just used to tear these things.
Yeah,
Tear them right out.
I ripped them out with my bare hands.
It just seems like, boy, oh boy, we could really have some fun tearing the ass out of this thing.
If you want to tear it, Mike.
Yes, that's what I want to do.
Tear
I
it,
want to
Mike.
tear it out. That's what I want to do.
for
Like
it.
we did it in the old days.
Yeah, same
Right?
in the old days.
Yeah.
Well, you know, use no
Yeah,
stinky
you just
knife.
tore it out of there and you're worried about folding up later. That's what you do. That's how you get the lining out of a pool. You tear it out.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. If you're gonna tear with authority.
So take a scraper
Yeah.
and hold it straight up and down like this.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna pull it right along the wall,
All right.
just like that. And
A lot of nooks and crannies on this show. This is very nooky, very cranny-ish.
Nookie, cranny, dirty, and yes, very tiring.
we're not too concerned about getting it spotless because we're gonna do another layer of foam padding over it.
Oh, and you're not worried about the foam sticking to whatever this leftover gunk is.
Yeah, so, you know, we want it really clean, but
But not really clean.
it
Cleaner
there's
is what you're
different
saying.
levels of cleanness.
Yeah, I know. There's different levels of dirt, too.
If you guys could not walk on them from this point on, would be great.
That's you. And that's you. And that's you.
Are you taking another unauthorized break again?
You know what I was doing? I was checking in with my crew to make sure everybody's all right. You all right? You all right? All right, all right.